The two main ones are here. That's all that counts. All right, we are live. Just waiting for YouTube to catch up with me. There we go. The main ones are here. That's all that counts. Oops, I forgot to shut that off. There we go. All right. Hey, Rich is in the house. We got Rich on YouTube. We got Rich on Gun Channels doing double duty. Okay. All right, let's get it going. Welcome live from the crossroads of America to Rick's Life as I See It, a 1-hour talk show about guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. Also answer questions from you, the listener, either in the chat or send me an email at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. If you can't make it the whole hour, the podcast will be available within 24 hours on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher. For your listening pleasure, I have a Patreon page. As you can see, it's listed up here on my lower thirds. I have a spreadshirt.com. Type in Rick's Life or Spotted Rick, and then my merchandise should come up. What else I got going? I don't know. All kinds of stuff going on, but not, Hey, we got Blind Shooter on YouTube. How you doing? Who we got on? We got Rich Wright, General Relativity, Tony's on there, Ellis, Muscle Dog, and on the panel we got, Patriot's joined us. How you doing, Patriot?
Doing great. Thanks for the invite, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Then we got Squib. How you doing, Squib?
Doing all right.
All right. And Tony, how you doing?
Hey, and I'm so freaking tired I can't think, but I'm good. You
That's
forgot
good.
to mention the fact that now that you're semi-southerner, we're going to start calling you Ricky Joe.
Oh, yes, that's right. You gotta come up with Tony wants to come up with a new name for me since I'm, south of, what'd you say, south of St. Louis?
Yeah.
We do a line across the United States. So I got to have a new southern name. So he's saying Ricky Joe. I don't know.
Ricky
Maybe
Bobby, but that's kind of NASCAR-ish.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad to see you all from Indiana here. I even went out. I went out today. I had car trouble the last couple of days. The car seems to be running great today. But my cousin tested the alternator, and it was pumping out 14 volts. So what he figures was that when I drove from Rhode Island to here, I drove with my headlights on all the way, daytime and night. Then when I got here on a Monday, and maybe between Monday and Sunday, I put maybe 15 miles on the car, so it wasn't enough to recharge it. Then we had the cold snapping weather, put a drain on the old battery. That's what he's claiming anyway. Well, I put it on the charger, charged it overnight, got out there yesterday morning. She fired right on up. So, and she's been running ever since. So there we go.
Well, if you ain't driving no more than that, you might have to throw that charger on it once a week.
Yeah, you're right. I'm all right. We'll have to do that. But today I went over to, had to go over to Jasper. I had to go buy some, silly ass me. I'm hanging my clothes up in the closet they give me here, and it has this stupid plastic rail. Now, I haven't even got half of my clothes on there, and the damn thing bends in half and snaps on me the other day. So I thought, well, let me go to Home Depot and buy a good old solid piece of wood to put in there. So I went and measured it. I got 2 closets. I thought, here we go. So I went and measured it, put it in there today. Perfect. Went to the second in the spare bedroom closet. I should have measured that one. It's smaller. So I got to saw the little piece off of the piece of wood I got here to make that one fit.
Could
So
have been worse.
What?
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
It could have been
longer.
bigger.
Yeah. The shorter, I guess, is better in this case. So, anyway, while I was out there, one of the gun stores we laugh about on Mr. Knives chat during the day is I can't pronounce. It's a German name. It's on the front page of the gun channels, but I pronounce it as "we shit." So we call it, and the name of the store is Guns and Gear. So we shit Guns and Gear. Well, I stopped by there, but they don't. They only operate from 5:30 in the evening to 8 p.m. So why? I don't know. Maybe the guy who owns it's got a second job. I don't know. But from what I could see, looking at it, they mainly do, which is nothing wrong with it. I'm into it. But they mainly do tactical stuff. Is what they're geared up for, which is okay. You know, you're into that. That's fine. I mean, AR-15s and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with those. But then I stopped off at Jeff's Bait and Gun. Well, I put some pictures on Gun Channel's page. Oops. Who's calling me? I don't know, but they can leave a voicemail. I'm in the middle of my thing. Don't they know that by now? Yeah, so I went in there, and I was telling him where I was from and stuff, and he said, well, take some pictures. So I tell you, he's got more guns in there than I've seen in every gun store I saw in Rhode Island combined. You know, I was amazed the amount of guns he had up there on the wall and handguns he had. If you look at one of them, there's a lot of 1911s. 1911 seems to be a big thing around here. So I was quite fascinated with the store he had. He also had reloading supplies there as well. Yeah, he actually had the powder I use, the primers I use. You know, he even had some. I used them before, Winchester. You know, 230 grain bullets. I've used those before, but I'm not over keen on them, to be quite honest with you. But well, you know, but I got everything I need right there, so I thought I know where I'm coming. This is what it's all about. You know? So, I mean, I think tomorrow I got to go down the, they don't have, a trash guy don't come to your house and pick up your trash. You got to take it to the place. So it's on the way to Jasper. And cardboard is free. Trash bags, they charge you $1 a bag. So I got 3 bags, but I'm going to cram it into one if I can. At least 2. Only have 2 bags, you know. So but on my way there, I'll stop there and do that. Then I'm going to go to. I'm going to stop in at Rural King because that's just next door, and I hear they sell guns in there. So
They do. You'll like it. You'll like it.
Oh yeah.
You'll like it. Depending on the size of the store, it will be the size of their gun area. I mean, you might just go in there and they might have one shelf with ammo and one shelf with ear pro and gun safes and cleaning kits and a small gun counter. They might have something fairly decent size, but they should have a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, I hope so. That's what I'm going to. Grandman is the Midwest. Well, I'm in Indiana. If you want to call that Midwest, yeah, it's treating me good so far. I'm kind of liking it. Sitting here in this quiet town, you know, it's very quiet, and I'm loving it. I put it on Facebook this morning and on gun channels. I went down to the local diner this morning. I had biscuit and gravy and sausage patties and a cup of coffee. $4.60. You can't beat that, for Christ's sakes. You know? This is my kind of town. So there we go. Oh yeah. So with those hours working, what, 5:30 to 8, he's not going to do much business. I don't know. I mean, now you got to remember, even though I'm way out here, I'm about 10 miles from Jasper. Now I'm country. I mean, I got to go past farms and cows and cornfields to get there. But Jasper's a fair-sized town. I mean, i.e., it's big enough to support all your fast food restaurants. Just saying. It's got a Home Depot. It's got a Rural King. It's got a Walmart's. You know, it's got all the big amenities there, so it's a fair-sized town. So whether he'll do the business there or not, I don't know.
Well, hell, there ain't no sense being open when everybody's at work.
And that's another point. You know, I mean, I thought about that too. Well, I mean, you know, everybody's working until 5:30 and stuff. You know, so that would work. So, no, Sean, it hasn't got a Whataburger. Not yet, anyway.
Not in Indiana. You're not going to have that.
You don't think they're going to come this far?
They haven't so far. I mean, Whataburger's been around for a long time.
Yeah. So.
Not saying that if they didn't have one in Indiana, I wouldn't drive down there. I would, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I know most of you won't like it, but I've seen the commercials for years. And I don't want you guys to put me off. But I want an Arby's. The sandwiches they show on TV look so good.
Yeah, but when you get there...
It's a different story?
It's a smaller sandwich. Arby's is just... I think they're expensive for what you get. We only go to Arby's about once a year because it just ain't, you know, you get a hankering, but it just...
It depends on where you go.
Large roast beef is fucking awesome.
Yeah, you get the big, giant ones. They're pretty good.
Okay.
And if you're nice to the people working there, they hook you up. If you're
which
mean,
I
like
take
Sid,
which I take it you are. You know,
a teeny sandwich.
I take it you're nice to him, Patriot.
Oh, I'm always nice.
Yes, yes. You know, so I was since this is meant to be shooting with disabilities. As much as I have issues with our man, I'm debating whether to agree with him and start carrying a 1911 like our buddy Yankee Marshall. You know, because he's saying he's getting older, his things are hurting him and everything else, and the 1911's a lot easier for him to carry, and the what's called the recoil's not so bad on that gun. So. You know, the only thing that puts me off from carrying 1911 is the weight. It's heavier than my M&P 45. You know, I have 8-round magazines with it. So, you know, carry a couple of those in your pocket and you're good to go.
I got an email last weekend for the M&P 45 magazines were like $8.
$8.
$8 a piece. I don't remember if it was, you know, AIM surplus or Century. I don't remember.
Oh damn!
But they're really cheap. I don't have one. So I didn't buy any. But
well, forward me the email.
I will look as soon as I get off here. I will send it to you.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, my local shop had a 20% off all 1911s this past weekend.
You buy one?
I went up there just to look. I was checking out, you know, on their site, which their site's horrible, but they had a used. You know, I was looking for a carry piece or whatever, but I was looking at some Colts, and the one Colt looked like they drug it behind a truck. I mean, I could tell there was scratches on it. And it was, you know, the fit was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I ended up buying a SIG that was, you know, a little Equinox for $397 out the door.
Oh, there you go.
I was pretty happy. It's pretty, but so
yeah. Yeah, from what I understand, there's no waiting period here in Indiana. Just fill out the 4473 and out you go.
Hmm.
You know? Now, I could do that in Rhode Island once because I had a carry permit. But without it, you had a 7-day waiting period. But in Rhode Island, with a carry permit, you could buy and walk. But here, you don't need to carry permit. You can buy and walk. Freedom at its finest. You know? Find it amazing. I really am. You know? And I was looking, and I mean, he had all types of, rifles on the wall there, and I was looking at them: lever actions, bolt actions, AR-15s, shotguns. There are all kinds of stuff there. There was even a Uberti, sort of like a reproduction of a Winchester 92. Is that what it is? And it was. I said it was what, $999. That was used, but it was a beautiful looking rifle. He let me hold it, and it was almost like caressing it. It was so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was caressing that lever action like I caressed my 1911. You know. Now there we go.
It might have been a 73 too.
No, it wasn't a 73. But it was nice. It was nice, I must admit.
All of the 93 clones I've seen lately have been, Jesus, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, also, I figured it out because he told me to. I mean, he says I don't know if you look at the pictures, you'll see, he says white tags are brand new. What was it? Right? White tags are brand new. I think he said yellow tags are used. And I think it's red tags are used, but have never, ever been fired. That's his color code system he has for selling that weapons in the store there I was at. I said, well, that works. It makes life easy. You can see what you're looking at. Another thing, too, was you guys in these free states must love this, but was seeing ammunition just sitting on the shelf. In Rhode Island, it had to be, basically under lock and key. So it was, that was kind of cool to see that. Just tons and tons and tons of it.
Well, they keep a fair amount of it locked away at the Walmart because I suppose they're figuring people's going to steal it. But they'll have boxes of 112 gauge rounds sitting out on the freaking shelf. But gun shops, hell, they're sitting all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Patrick goes, Rick was cheating on his 1911. Don't tell him. Don't tell his 1911 I was cheating on it. Because I was caressing that lever action.
Well, guns are pretty forgiving, and they like company.
Yeah. So, anyway, I got I'm getting myself set up here to where I want to be in my. I got that spare bedroom, but I don't want to set myself up in there. I'm setting myself up in the living room like I did in the last place. I don't know why. I guess I sit in this. It depends how I'm feeling with my back and stuff. Sometimes I'll sit in this desk chair, and it's more comfortable for me to sit here and like in the evenings to watch television. So, but plus also I can keep an eye on the TV while I'm on gun channels too at the same time, especially during the day, to keep abreast of what's happening out there in the world.
When I suggested you use that gun room, a second room as a gun room, I meant like a freaking walk-in safe, not an office.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
Fill some bitch up with guns.
Yeah, but then I'll have to reinforce the walls, put bars on the windows, put a special door on there.
Nah.
Just guard it.
That's it. Oh, roll call.
You don't have.
Says, welcome to Indiana. Yeah.
You don't have kids, so the only thing you should really be worried about is if somebody broke in and stole them out of that room. If you had kids, I'd say you want to take more precautions and just put them in a back room. But
hey, I tried. Rich Wright says rent your spare room to John Z. I tried to get him to come, but he didn't want to leave. He doesn't. As much as he talks, he doesn't want to leave New York. John Z is a New Yorker.
The young lady who lost her home in Florida recently is the perfect roommate.
Oh, my cousin, my
Yeah,
third cousin who's pregnant.
exactly. You get a whole family there.
Yeah, I don't want no crying babies. I'm sorry. I've done that. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, read the book.
Dude,
You know?
you're old enough to be able to tune that shit right out.
So, yeah. Oh, roll call says I should come and see him at his work and he'll sell me a gun. I might have to do that once I get myself situated, get myself caught up from all the shit all this initial layout I had to put to get here, to leave there and to get here. You know,
I'm fully intending on coming over there next, probably spring.
I'll be here. Now, I was planning on going to Wanamaker, whatever you call it, and not this November, but is it April again next year?
But it'll be too cold. That ain't deep enough into spring. I'm talking more like June.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm more likely to be here.
You motherfucker, you better be if I'm coming over there.
Well, you might have to find me down the shooting range. You know what I'm saying? I might be down the range to shoot.
I would say that little diner is probably more likely, man. I seen that plate.
Oh, I didn't tell you. When I went over my cousins yesterday, he'll be my second cousin. Because he's my cousin's son. Yes, that's my second cousin. When I went over his place, you know, once you've got past all the 50 junk cars in his front yard and walked through the 50 dogs jumping all over you, got past the chickens around the side of the building, he's got a gun range that he built. And he said I can use it anytime I want. So, and he's only, because when we went over there, he said, just follow me, I'm just down the road. It was 6 miles.
Hang on a second.
Down the road, he's jumping in the car, going a few blocks, and you're there.
no, 6 miles is just down the road, man.
Yeah. I'm realizing that. I mean, because, here in Indiana, they got with the utility company, electric, they had these things where you've got to fill out this card and become a member or some shit.
It's a co-op.
Yeah, and so they gave me this card I had to fill out. My cousin went there and she brought the card back. She says, go drop it off. It's only down the road. So, I mean, I've been looking for it. I found it today. It ain't down the road. It's in Jasper. It's 10 miles from here.
All right, Rick, it's like this. That's down the road, okay? But if you're going to go further, not further, further, it's over yonder.
Yeah.
Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Down the road, then there's up the street a piece, and down the road ways, which is a couple of counties.
Yeah. Oh, David Bowling goes 10 miles is just around the corner. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having to get used to that.
See, Rick, what you were used to is if you had to go more than 10 miles in any direction, you'd be in another state.
You're right. You're right. Oh. Yeah, you don't realize, that, as you said, 10 miles is nothing really to get somewhere here. I mean, to that diner is 3 miles from my house to the diner, And when I used to go to that diner in Rhode Island, literally it was down the street, hang a right, hang a left, and I was there, So.
Well, hell, that's just down the block.
Yeah. And there we go. That's what it's like. So anyway, guys, what's new in your world? Oh, before I forget, if anybody's in here who listened to my question to the quiz on Saturday, and I'm going to give you guys a bonus here. I'm going to read it out to you. If you weren't listening Saturday, I'll give you the question today. Let me find it. Hang on, where is it? Come on. Show up here. I tell you, that's another thing, too, is I paid for this fast-speed internet. They can't, because it's DSL, unfortunately, here, and I am right at the end of the goddamn line. They can't, and they can't get me the speed I want. They're selling me the next plan down, which is kind of a bummer, really, but, hey.
The question is what are the 3 guns John Wayne carried in the shootist?
Yes, that's right. It was when he played JB Books, what were the 3 guns he carried? Now, most of you, a lot of you got it dead right. A couple of you got it right, but you missed what I was trying to say. One of the guns, his main weapon, I'm giving you a clue here, right, was his own personal gun that was made for him, right? So that's what I'm actually looking for, is the name of that. You know?
Another hint, not a Colt.
Yes, not a Colt. So, even though it looks like one. So, there we go. Do some research. And
bonus question, what's the one that Ron Howard threw? Because that ain't one of them other ones.
Yeah, that's just a bonus question. You can throw it if you want to answer. But the prize is, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see it because I blocked myself here. Hang on. Is this hat? You know, stick to your guns, America. So that's the prize. So you email me the answers to rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. So there we go. So that's just the thing. So if anybody's already answered and done the Colt answer, I'm giving you a chance to rectify it. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Now, okay, now let's go back to high speed and DSL don't mix. You're right there, Sean. And it is slow, I tell you, to what I'm used to.
Hey,
Yeah, isn't the S in DSL for slow?
Yeah, I think it is.
Life is slower in Indiana. Just deal with it.
Yeah, I guess
think
so.
I would suffer with that instead of being in Rhode Island.
Yeah. So, Patriot, what have you been up to lately?
I've been hiding. Really, I've took some time off, and I was kind of binge watching Man in the High Castle the last 2 seasons, and just waiting for everybody to finish the blind challenge. And I see that Tony hasn't done it, and I know
I haven't done it yet. But I got an
you.
excuse. I'll be moving. Yeah.
So,
And I'd be moving, and I was hoping it would be finished before I actually got finished moving. You know, I could slide out of doing it. You know.
well, the big thing is to make sure you take the link to your video and put it in my challenge video, because I can find them. It just takes me a while, and it might be a couple days, and then I find it and whatever. So
yeah.
I got like 24, 25 of them in there.
Oh, I've seen a lot of people doing them.
Yeah. So.
My internet here is through my cell phone hotspot, so I ain't doing no videos.
Okay. Well, you know what the second part of the blind challenge is you find everybody else's video and put it in a playlist. That's it. And make it public.
I don't even watch videos.
Nah, neither do I.
I blow through data so bad doing that, I just stopped. This right here is the most I do on the internet, is come into these shows.
Okay.
And that's
and I won't listen to them if I'm not in them, because it costs me more data that way.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hell, I just had to add $20 worth of data today to get back into this.
Huh. How come you don't go for one of the unlimited plans?
Because they won't let you use a cell phone as unlimited data. I had unlimited.
Okay. All right. All right. So what you been up to, Squib?
Just work and just trying to catch up on stuff around the house and get ready for deer season and
Don't
just
forget
work.
the screwing Ponnery part.
What?
Screwing around with Ponnery on his vehicle purchase.
Oh, that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean
know-
will wind up with something.
he never went and saw it today, Sean. I mean, it's going to be sold on you. You know, I think deep down you don't want it. You know, because you're making excuses. You know?
Yeah, walk out of the damn job. You can get another job.
That's right. Absolutely. And also, I don't know about you. I don't know. I haven't checked out Indiana, but in Rhode Island, car dealers stayed open to 8, 9 o'clock at night. So you could have gone after work. I'm sure they do in a big city like Houston. They stay open later.
Hell, I wasn't even going to go down that one.
You know, I was thinking about that when I got off air this afternoon. I think he could have gone after work on his way home. You know, he could have picked it up, drove home with it, showed his parents. You know, but
Oh, well.
okay, they do, but the salespeople worked 2 shifts, and the dealer was over an hour away. Yeah. Yeah, see, he's measuring distance in hours, not miles. See?
Right, because like New York, that's 3 blocks.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's asking, Travis is asking, how did the move go? It went very well, considering. It was a nightmare to start with because loading the trailer didn't go according to plan, and the people that were helping me done a great job, but they didn't maximize space like I would have. So there was a couple of things that weren't on the trailer, and I thought, well, hell, I need those. So I had to load my truck up. So I'm loading my truck up, and I was like the Beverly Hillbillies. I had it 3 high, furniture all over the place, all with a tarp, all tied down, and unfortunately, there was so much weight on the truck where the trailer hitched onto the truck. Luckily, that thing was tightened down and everything else. It didn't pop off because there was a slight V in it. So I tried to get up to speed. I mean, I could only go 65. Then the thing I couldn't control it. So it took me quite a while to get here. But once I finally got here, it was good. You know, also, I took my cats with me in the cab, and I was amazed how good they were. I let them out. Put them in the crates to start with on the passenger seat. Then I opened the doors. They got out, had a look around, then they went back in their crates, and as long as the doors were open, they were as happy as can be. They slept around. I pulled over at one time about 1 o'clock in the morning to doze for a couple hours. They did get a little bit active. I mean, basically, they got out, had something to eat, used the litter box I had down in the passenger floorboard there. Then they went back and slept the rest of the way here. Now, once I got here, the nervous one, the one that ran away for 30 days, I thought I was going to have to take him to the vet. I thought he was dying on me. He was throwing up. He was heaving, but nothing was coming up. And he laid in the same position for 2 days. And when he finally got up, he fell over. He couldn't walk. And I thought, oh my God, he's dying on me. But yesterday and today, he's back to his old self, being a pain in the ass. So he was nervous of the move. He wasn't, because it was totally strange to him. But he's okay now. So that's just an update on what's going on. So
He probably figured you was hauling his ass to the vet to get neutered or something.
he's already been neutered.
I know it. That's why he was afraid of it.
Yeah. But he was really worried. I was really worried about him for a second there. I thought, God damn, I hauled you all this way and you're going to go die on me? You son of a bitch, So, anyway, but he seems fine. So, tomorrow, I said I'm going to go to, as I said earlier, I don't know if he was here, I'm going to the dump, drop off my boxes I had to break down in my trash. Then I'm going to go next door to Rural King, check out the guns, see what that one's like. I ain't got no money to buy any yet, but I thought I'd just check them out, give me something to do.
You may well be impressed with the whole damn store if it's like our farm store.
Well, I had to go past it today to get to where I was going in Jasper, and it's a fair-sized store. It's a fair-sized building, from what I can see. So it ought to be. I'm going to look forward to it.
Yeah,
I
like
remember
Rural King
going
better
in one.
than- I like it better than Tractor Supply. I think it's got more stuff.
Yeah, I remember going in there once last year into one. I don't know if it was this one, but I went into one last year because it's where because last year I already I guess subconsciously figured I was going to come here or whatever. But I wore them last winter in Rhode Island. I bought some bib overalls, and I bought them at Rural King. So I haven't started wearing mine yet, but I'm about to.
So that's like a farm and fleet store?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Farm and Fleet, but it's got guns, and it's got a lot of tools. They've even got clothing. You can go in there and when you want to plant your garden, they've got all the stuff for gardening. I mean, sometimes they'll have chickens and ducks and things like that. And what else have they got? They've got a little bit of an area where you can buy stuff for home. I mean, a few groceries or I mean, nothing like a refrigerator section with milk or nothing. But I mean, they've got some groceries and stuff for cleaning the house and stuff for tractors, trailers, lawn equipment. I mean, you can buy a welder in there. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. You can even get things like birthday cards and stuff in there. So
It's a farm store. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, farm store, isn't it? From what I can figure out.
they've Patriot. They opened one up in Highland, I think it is. So as far as I know, there's only one in Michigan, or at least one near you or I. But I've gone to them out of state, and I was kind of glad that they finally got one up here.
Cool.
What's going? Where are we going here? Let's have a look. Ozzy says I buy most of my ammo at Rural King. Do they have good prices on ammo?
They're not bad. I mean, I'm not going to say they're going to have a selection like some gun stores, but I mean, your basic stuff, 9mm, 45, 357 Magnum, stuff like that. I'll pick up a box or two when I'm there.
Okay. I said I'm going to check it out tomorrow. I could have checked it out today, but I got enough shit coming on the channel late this afternoon on Mr. Knives chat as it was. I don't know whether they expect me to be there at 11 o'clock as soon as it starts. I don't know. I have a life now, guys.
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah. What?
Life doing what?
I don't know. I'll figure it out yet. I'm going to be shooting soon. I'm I've been invited hunting. If they said if you can walk, you can hunt. You know, I said I can walk slowly without a cane, but I said it's not my hips that are the problem. I said it's my back that gives out on me faster than my hips do. You know, I tried. I mean, I went into Home Depot today, and they had electric carts, but I thought, well, no, let me try to walk it. Oh man, I did. I walked it. And I got my poles size, you know, but oh man, by the time I got back to the truck, I was dying. My back was burning, you know. So,
Rural King, you best take damn cart.
Do they take mine, or do they have them there?
I don't have any idea, man. I've never been in one.
The Rural King have those electric carts at the door. Does anybody know?
I don't know. I never looked for that stuff.
Yeah. So, no, they don't. I mean, the problem is I got to put my thing back on the back of my truck, or break my cart down into 7 pieces and put it in the back of the truck. So I'll see how it goes.
You know, I seen somebody at Walmart, and they were in one of them scooters, and they were pulling a basket or a cart behind them. So they had their right arm back, and they had a hold of the front of the cart, and they're just going down that aisle with that scooter, and they're hitting everything they can with that cart because they're not watching where they're dragging it, and the thing's just, you know, waggling back and forth and stuff. And I'm going, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, man.
Yeah. Ozzy says he's never seen one in there. Okay. I mean, I'll check it out.
I tell you what, though, they probably sell the battery for your scooter in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can, you know, it all depends on how the, you know, how it put it this way. I mean, I felt so good over the summer that I haven't used ever since I had the hip operation. I haven't used it much. I've been trying to walk everywhere. I've been using the cart in Walmarts and stuff because these super Walmarts are just way too big for me to walk with my back. But I've been trying to walk everywhere else. But with the arthritis and the cold coming, I might have to start using my scooter again. That's why I didn't sell it, and that's why I brought it with me, you know, because I figured I might need it. So there we go.
What I was getting at is there's such a variety of stuff to look at in those things that, hell, you may want to cover every aisle in the store, so that might be a bit much of a walk.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. You know, but if they put it this way, if they don't have one, I'll just go to where the guns are, check them out. The next time I go, I'll take my scooter with me. You know, so what I do is I get my cousin to come up here, and because the thing that it slides into where my hitch goes, but then you have to bolt it down. It's got some anti-shimmy thing or something. You gotta bolt down on it and stuff. So I managed to get it off when I moved, but putting it back on is gonna be a different story. A friend of mine stuck it on the first time, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, anyway, let me go over here. You know what? I've been neglecting the chat room over on gun channels, and I do apologize, guys, for that. That's my fault. I do apologize. So, anyway, let's see what else is new. Not much, really.
I haven't seen shit on gun channels as far as comments for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm trying to keep up. Let's see, general. Okay. I don't know if they must. I've never seen one of those, but they must have them here. General Relativity said, "I left the piles of ammo at Cabela's." Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's Cabela's.
Yeah. but when he goes to prices, not so much.
Yeah, Cabela's and Bass Pro and
Hey, Night Strike.
what the hell's the other one? Can't remember now. They're not all that cheap.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They're not. But you know, you're in there. It's a big store. They got lots of stuff. Maybe they got something
Gander
on sale to
outdoors.
get you in there. And yeah,
Bass Pro is another one to go see because what they do inside of those stores is freaking outstanding.
Yeah.
wait, Rick, are you saying you did not have a Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's in Rhode Island?
No.
What?
No. Connecticut, they had them. They had one near Hartford in Connecticut, which is up roughly up in the general direction of Vanessa and on gun channels there and Cycle Camp up in that general
Well,
direction.
I guess with Rhode Island being so small, driving over to Connecticut's probably nothing. So
Yeah.
Just down
Yeah.
the road.
It's just down the road. Yeah.
You know?
yeah, it's over yonder.
Yeah. Yeah, Ghost. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Rick is free. That's right. I'm free now. You know, as my saying goes, live from the crossroads of America. You know,
About time you get that out.
do what?
That it's about time you get that out.
Yeah.
Show's over in 10 minutes.
I said it at the beginning of the show when I opened up.
Where the hell was I?
I
didn't hear
don't
it.
know. But I did. I said, welcome, live from the crossroads of America to Rick's Life as I See It. That's how I opened up.
Oh,
You know,
my apologies, sir.
that was the winning line for the contest that unknown user won. You know, so he's the one that came up with that for me.
My apologies, sir. Evidently,
Oh, also, he graciously, I don't know if I'm meant to say this live or out loud, but he graciously sent me an email and told me to send a hat to Patriot in the Dark
What?
that he won.
Send it to me?
Yeah,
Oh man, was he buttering me up?
he must be. He must have something coming down the line. So I haven't mailed it out yet, but I'll get it. I'll get it to you. You know.
Oh man, that's
So-
crazy. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to. I don't know if I was meant to say that out loud or not, but I thought I would. You know, I thought it was nice of him. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You know,
What's going
I've been on these shows of yours, I don't know how many times on this one, 2 or 3.
yeah.
We
You
have
know.
never covered shooting with disabilities.
What women did you shoot? Oh, what we can talk about that. How you handling it? What you? But I mean, you're shoot. I mean, I know you have a bad ticker, and that's kind of thing. But how do you
Wait a
handle
minute,
shooting?
Tony.
How do you handle shooting a 44?
Rick talked about getting his scooter stuck in the mud once. So
Yeah,
And I talked about going to a 1911 early on in the show. You know,
That was
You
just
had
because she was getting old, not disabled.
well, same principle
well, his arthritis.
with the arthritis and stuff. But
Yep.
I'm still. But I actually saw in the gun store today. I didn't. I was. He told me to take pictures, do what I wanted, but I was sort of. I was sort of like a deer caught in the headlights, right? I mean, I saw one of those easy 380s there, and I didn't ask to look at it, and I should have. You know, next time I go, I will. I'll ask him to actually look at it. You know,
To
So-
answer your question, the heart really isn't as much of an issue as the arthritis in my shoulders and back.
yes. I mean, I had besides having the spinal stenosis really severely, as the doctor put it. You know, I have arthritis in the back and the shoulders and everything else too. The wrists, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this. Was it last week, Saturday, or the week before I left Rhode Island? With the weather changing, I can feel my hands starting to. I can feel the arthritis starting to come alive. You know what I'm saying?
How do I shoot the 44? Well, they're mostly cowboy action loads, so it's like shooting Daisy BB gun.
Okay.
The arthritis in the shoulders flared up pretty bad this summer, and I went to therapy because I'm like, I can't shoot a gun. This ain't gonna fly. We got to fix that.
Oh, Andrew says, Patriot, what they're not telling you about the hat is that it says "I fart a lot" on it.
Oh, okay.
No, actually,
that's fitting.
Actually, I know I'll read it to you. It's actually got an American flag with USA in big letters across the front, in red, white, and blue. So it's a nice looking hat, actually. I'll show it to everybody who. See, that's the hat he's getting. It's a nice hat.
Was that a naked woman?
The what?
I said, was that a naked women's I saw in there?
Yes. Spelling USA.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, anyway, after this show, by the way, we have Clover Tech. I don't know who he's got on tonight, but bound to have some young sports person on there. He normally does. And what else is new? So, I know, talking back to disabilities. When we getting those videos of you shooting at the range there, Patriot?
Yeah, I've that's kind of why I took my little time off this last week.
Well, I'm
trying to figure. I'm undecided on that because I don't know how I go about it because I'm trying to keep. I mean, obviously, I'm out here. I'm talking. Everybody, hears me or whatever. But as far as doing the visuals of me, it's kind of a weird situation, me being blind, because, I mean, I'm sure people that know me, if they hear my voice, they know who I am. But to actually visually see the blind guy that walks around with a gun,
well,
it's a little different. So I don't know. I don't know if I really want to put that out there.
Okay, I totally understand
I'm kind
that,
of tossing that up. But
maybe whoever does the filming for you.
Yeah, but just down
range kind of do it G-webs. Just do the hands holding the gun.
Oh, yeah. I get some GoPro and hook it on my, on my hat.
Yeah, just show your hands and the target.
And it's that's
that's an idea. I mean, but you don't have to do it. It was just an idea I thought about. I thought it'd be pretty cool.
Believe me, I've been trying to come up with some ideas because obviously just doing the field strips are kind of boring. So
no, I told you. I mean, on your 1911, it worked wonders for me. So I used it. So there you go.
I'm just going to run out of firearms unless people start sending them to me. So.
That's what you're going to have to do, or you're going to have to hook up with some gun store, and sort of like a consultant. That way, you can take them.
It's funny you say
work
that
on them and take them back.
When I went up to check out that sale, the salesman was pretty cool, but some of the other ones are kind of they're not really gun people; they're just sales guys. And so when I asked for the application, because I asked for one, they said, "Oh, ha ha ha!" and laughed about it. I was like, "No, I'm serious." And so it was kind of funny. The other guy's like, "No, he wants one. Here, give it to him." But I wouldn't work there anyway.
I wouldn't mind working in a gun store. I'm checking these stores out. If I ever get the opportunity, I don't know enough about guns really, but if I ever got the opportunity to work in one, I would say for a couple of days, 1 or 2 mornings a week or 1 or 2 days a week to help with the income, I would do it. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, it's something
I
I
told
like.
him I'd sweep up the indoor range. You know, all that dust in the back. You know, you got to sweep it up.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to
yeah,
do it.
that's right. I'll sweep it up at the range as long as I can keep the brass. You know. So.
I couldn't stay on my feet long enough to work, even part time.
Yeah, there you go. See, I have great ideas, but back to where I'm saying, could my back handle it for that length of time? You know, I said walking around Home Depot nearly killed me. You know, so I don't know.
The thing, the last 2 years I worked, it went steadily downhill the amount of time I worked at any given day. You know, I was working 9 hours a day, and then by the end of it, I was lucky to be there 2 hours at a time.
Yeah,
That's not freaking good anymore.
yeah. But there we go. Anyway, we're about nearly out of time here, so we're gonna run through the panel one last time for any plugs or anything else they wish to say. So we're start with Patriot.
Oh, geez. I was trying to come up with a spiel. Just check out the blind challenge. You know, if you do it, you know, people can do multiples of the same firearm. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just to get stuff out there. And I don't know. You know, I'm on all the
What
different
is the
platforms.
prize for that?
It hasn't showed up yet. I just got
Okay.
the email that it shipped. I've got well, I've given away a range bag, for
Okay.
people putting in for it, So there's actually two, one for the video response, and then one for the making a playlist. If you
Yeah.
check the video, it tells you in the description, the whole information, all that stuff. But
Okay.
I ordered five range bags. I couldn't decide, so I just bought a whole bunch, and I'm gonna check them all out, and I'm probably gonna keep several of them. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, talking about that real quick. This coming Saturday, I believe I'm gonna get with Dead Horse to be sure, but I'll have the list. What's called it? Who the winner is of my GoFundMe contest of the
Nice.
gun oil, the part the part from Strike Industries and the wooden box with the gun channels burned into it and stuff. And I believe Tony's going to throw something in there too.
Yes, I am. I don't know what it is yet, but
Yeah. But
I'll
talk with Dead Horse to make sure it get it all organized for this Saturday's show. So
I was going to throw a bottle of gun oil in because I just bought two, but if there's already one in there, I'll get something else.
yeah, it's was it Slip 2000 gun oil that's been thrown in there that I know of. So all right, but that's going to be this Saturday. Anyway, it's 7:59, and Squib, any last shout outs or anything?
This Friday, 7 Eastern, Budget Guns and Gear Review, do Right of the People. Last week, the show got postponed because he took some outdoor survival training. So that's coming up. And then Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, Caliber Corner on the Travis P11 channel.
Okay. Tony, any shout outs?
I do the Travis P11 show most of the time too.
Okay.
And lately I've been hanging out on Knives mid-morning, afternoon chats. Probably won't much tomorrow because, like I said, I was going to look at a dog. But other than that, no, I ain't got nothing.
And did I hear you mention earlier that in the new year, the early show might be coming back?
Yes, I'm planning to if I can put it all together. But I've got to find a steady co-host or several that will fluctuate, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great, great. So that's something to look forward to. So we can see we can do the early show, then go on the Mr. Knives show at 11 Eastern time. Oh man, what a perfect day! If you got nothing else to do. So there we go. Also,
The early
yeah, go
show
on.
will probably be an hour and 45 minutes because I'll have the grandkids and have to take them to school.
Yeah.
And I'll go from when I get back, taking them to Knives.
Hey, that works. That works. All right. Then, of course, I'm back on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I'm still in Eastern time, by the way. Part of Indiana isn't, and part is. I'm in the part that still is. 15 miles further down the road, it's different. I believe Evansville's in a different time zone than I am. I think.
Wow.
They're more than 15 miles away, but what I'm saying is I know it changes down the road somewhere. So I just wanted to mention that. But I'm still in Eastern time here in the free state of Indiana. And on the freedoms, on this website that I found, well, I think Mr. Knives gave it to me. I'm looking for the link on Saturday. I think it's called freedom.org. And Indiana is ranked number 3 in overall freedom. It's taking all different kinds of criteria into account, and Indiana is number 3. So what can you say? Can't get any better than that. So anyway, I'm going to let you all go. I want to thank you all for being here in the chat rooms. I really appreciate you showing up for my first Wednesday night show in Indiana, and from the crossroads of America. So I want to say thank you, and I will see you all on Saturday at 3 p.m. All right. See you, everybody.